Hey everybody, it's Paige, and today's video is going to be my review of the brand new JACLYN Hill and Morphe palette. I am so unbelievably excited to be filming this right now. I feel like I say that about a lot of videos, but like, I'm so excited. So the JACLYN Hill palette volume 2 just launched today. I will link it down below in the description box for you guys. I actually woke up at 3:45 this morning, drove about 3 hours to Orlando, Florida, which is the closest Morphe store to me, was first in line. I waited with my friend Allie for about 2 hours, and then we got the palette, and then we drove 3 hours back to Jacksonville, and now here I am sitting down filming my review. I'm so freaking excited. I haven't swatched any of the shades. I didn't swatch any in store. I was so tempted. I was like staring at the palette, but I was like, no, I have to wait till I get home to film my video and do swatches. And of course there will be a giveaway in today's video. I picked up 2 palettes, one for me and then one for the giveaway. And Morphe was actually also having this thing where if you purchased any JACLYN Hill x Morphe palette, you got a free makeup bag. So my mom and I checked out separately, so I got a fun makeup bag, and I also got one for the giveaway. So the giveaway winner will get the JACLYN Hill x Morphe Volume 2 palette and the silver makeup bag. All the rules on how to enter will be in the description box for you guys. I also wanted to let you guys know that I do have a code with Morphe. It's not an affiliate link in that I make a commission from it, but it really does help me out if you guys use it. You can use code GLAMFAM414 to save $5 off any purchase of $10 or more. So the palette is $39, and if you use my code, you get $5 off, which makes it $34, and that's actually better than any of the 10% off codes, because 10% off gets you $3.90 off as opposed to $5. So just thought I'd throw that out there. The code will be in the description box underneath the link for you guys. So yeah. And Allie is also giving away a JACLYN Hill and Morphe Volume 2 palette over on her channel, so make sure you guys go check out her review as well. It will be linked in the description box. Allie is one of my super good friends, and my mom and I sat and talked with her and her fiance Corey for about 2 hours this morning. They're so freaking nice, her and Corey. They also have a vlog channel. It's called Our Florida Life. I will link that down below as well. You guys gotta go check them out if you haven't already. They're so freaking awesome. So anyway, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy, and let's go ahead and get started. It just started raining outside. How lovely is that? Don't you just love Florida weather? Sunny 1 second and then raining the next. Anyway, we're gonna get into the review. So I have my Volume 2 palette right here, and I also went ahead and pulled out my original JACLYN Hill and Morphe palette just to kind of show you a little bit of a comparison. This is from the original initial launch, so the packaging doesn't even look exactly like this anymore, but I thought I would just show you the differences between the one that I have and the new one. So obviously there are packaging differences, although they are the same shape and size. The new one has a glossy finish as opposed to my original one. Also, the font is different. The Volume 2 font actually reminds me a lot of the JACLYN Cosmetics font. Like, I feel like it's a lot more similar, which I think is cute and definitely is a lot more cohesive, and I like it. I like it a lot. So this is what the inside of the palette looks like. I'm sure you guys have seen pictures of this online, and I gotta say, the pictures look beautiful, but it looks so much more beautiful in person. Like, when I first got to the Morphe store this morning and I saw it through the glass doors, I was like, I was staring at it for like at least 15 minutes. I was just like looking, like I couldn't break eye contact. So here are all of the shades. I gotta say, I love that the fact that they put the names on the palette. My original palette does not have that. It just has like a bunch of eyeshadows like this, and I don't think I have the little slip that has the names on it, and it doesn't even have them on the back either. I think they changed that since I purchased this palette, but I'm not sure exactly. I should probably get an updated one, but this is what the original JACLYN Hill palette looks like, and I will hold up the new one so you can see a side-by-side comparison. I'm gonna go ahead and get into the swatches, and then we will do the demo on the eyes. I think I'm gonna do 2 different looks today, possibly a more wearable look and then a more colorful look on the other side, but I'm not really sure. I really have no idea what I'm doing. We're just gonna kind of go with the flow and see where things take us. So here we go. Here is the first row of shadows. From top to bottom we have Certified, I'm in It, Love Handles, Comfort Zone, Perfectionist, Ride or Diamonds, and Thick Skin. I gotta say, these swatches look incredible. The shade Ride or Diamonds is so unique and so fun. I'm definitely using that shade today. This is row 2. From top to bottom we have No Joke, Talia, Feelin' Myself, Homebody, Get Ready With Me, Bougie, and Drama Queen. Here we have the third row. From top to bottom we have Flawed and Odd, G Money, Positivity, My Man, Grateful, Heart On, and Living My Best. Here we have the fourth row. From top to bottom we have A Moment, Therapy Sesh, Lolly Mama, Tipsy Girl, Empowered, Next, and Dance Party. And then this is the last row. From top to bottom we have Stay True, Not My Journey, Good Place, Paolo, Oh Hello, Crazy, and Temptress. The shade Oh Hello, she says you have to say it like she does, but I've literally practiced and it is so embarrassing. I'm gonna try. Are you ready? Oh hello. Oh my god, that's so cringy. I'm probably like, oh. Ooh. Overall, I'm super impressed with the swatches. I will say that my fingers and hand are pretty stained, so if you don't use an eyeshadow primer, or even if you do use an eyeshadow primer, you could expect some staining on the eyelids as well, but that's like kind of something that's normal to me. But just wanted to throw that out there in case you guys are interested. Now it's time to finally put some eyeshadow on our eyes. So first I'm gonna do a more, I'll call it natural, but like an everyday glam kind of look, wearable, neutral colors. And then I'm gonna do like a super colorful fun look on this eye over here. I'm gonna start things off by priming my eyes with my MAC Paint Pot in the shade Painterly, and I'm gonna use my Baby Blendiful from Tati Beauty. And of course I will be using my bling brushes today. You can use code PAIGE for 10% off. They will be linked down below. These are my favorite brushes in the entire world. They're the prettiest, they're the best. I highly, highly recommend them. There is a giant wasp in my room and I kind of was able to ignore it at first, but now it's getting a little bit violent and aggressive. So yeah, if you see anything flying around or if I, you know, duck suddenly, it's a wasp. So anyway, the first shade that I'm gonna use is the shade Perfectionist, which is this one right here. And I'm gonna take a Bling Brushes E3 and I'm going to run this through the crease. So this is what the shade Perfectionist looks like blended out into the crease. When I tell you that this blended like butter, I am not exaggerating. I almost didn't even have to blend. It just kind of laid itself out as I applied it to the eye. I think it's beautiful. It's seamless. It's diffused. I love it. Now I'm going to go into the shade Thick Skin, which is this shade here. I'm going to kind of deepen up the crease and outer corner a little bit. And I'm going to go in with that same exact brush. I'm using super light pressure, like I'm barely touching the eye, and it's blending so beautifully. I'm also working this into the outer corner and kind of dragging up a little bit. I'm going back into the shade Perfectionist on an E15 from Bling Brushes, and I'm going to run this along the lower lash line. And then I'm going to go into Thick Skin and do the same thing. And then for the lid, I really want to go into the shade Ride or Diamonds, which is this one right here. This is such a unique shadow. I don't even know how to describe this formula. The closest thing that I can think of would be the middle row of the Thirsty palette from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. It's not the same formula, but that's the closest thing that I can think of. It's almost like a super wet metallic shadow. It's not wet, but it looks wet. And it has like micro glitter all in there, and it's so pretty. I can't stop staring at it. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna cut the crease or just lay this on the lid or wet the brush. I don't know what to do. I'm going to attempt to apply it first with the Bling Brushes E16. I didn't wet the brush or anything like that. I'm just gonna see how this applies dry. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. Oh, like what? My eyelid looks wet. That shade is absolutely stunning. That is one of the prettiest metallics I've ever put on my eye in my life. A shade that I do feel like is missing from the palette for me personally is a very nice bright highlight shade, like for the inner corner brow bone. There is a matte kind of bone color, and then there is the shade I'm In It, which has like a pinky purple like shift to it, but there's nothing that's just like, you know, like a highlighter. So I am gonna go into a highlighter. You can use any highlighter you want. I'll probably use something from the Flash palette. Actually, I'm gonna use the highlighter that I have on my cheeks right now, which is the loose highlighter in the shade Balm from JACLYN Cosmetics. Now I'm going to apply some mascara and lashes, and I will be right back. I'm really stupid and I just started applying mascara to this side of my face. What am I doing? Well, these lashes look a little funky now because I was not paying attention. I'm just gonna have to worry about that a little bit later. So this is the finished eye look, and oh my gosh, I am so obsessed with the way that this looks. It is beautiful. I went in with the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and then for lashes I'm using the D-Star lashes in the style Rose. These are from their Valentine's Day collection. You can use code Paige for 20% off. Anyway, I think that the lashes literally like sealed the deal with this eye look. It's so fun. I feel like this is a perfect Valentine's Day look. Like, I might wear this tomorrow. Oh my gosh, I love it. I'm obsessed. It's so pretty. This eye look is really wearable and super easy, but at the same time is so glam, and I love it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the colorful eye. So we're gonna prime her up. I think I want to go really colorful on this eye, but I think I'm going to do it a little bit differently than I normally do. So I have an idea in my head, and I feel like it's not going to play out exactly as I'm envisioning it, but you know what? That's okay. Maybe we'll flop, maybe we won't. We'll just see what happens. So I'm gonna take another E3, and I'm gonna go into the shade No Joke, which is this really bright yellow shade, and I'm gonna use the tiniest bit of product, and I'm gonna put this all throughout the crease. Okay? Okay. This shade is definitely gripping onto the primer a little bit more than the other mattes that I use, so it's kind of a little bit harder to blend. It's still blending out easily. I just kind of have to add a little bit more pressure, if that makes sense. I'm just kind of building this up as I go. I just don't want to like overdo it, so I'm adding a little bit by little bit by little bit. Now I'm going to take an E15, and I'm going to go into this bright orangey coral shade called My Man. Is that it? Yeah, right here. And then I'm also going to run this through the crease as well, keeping it below that yellow shade. I actually love the way that this is looking. Okay, this is good. Then I need to figure out what I'm gonna do next. Now I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, which is called Tipsy Girl, and I'm gonna put this on the lid. So initially I was really liking the way that this eye look was looking, but I feel like I don't like it anymore. So I think I'm gonna take it off and try again. I wanted to point out that the reason for not liking the shadow had nothing to do with the quality of the shades or the colors. I just tried something different that I thought would possibly work, but it did not end up working out. So we're gonna try something different now. I'm gonna go back into the shade No Joke, which is that bright yellow, and put this through the crease again. Now I'm going back into the shade My Man and putting this in the crease as well. I also took the shade My Man and packed that in the outer corner. Now I'm gonna cut my crease with the P. Louise base in the shade 2 and a Bling Brushes E4. Now I'm gonna take the shade Tipsy Girl and pack that onto the P. Louise base. This will be take number 3 on this eye. I'm not sure what's going on with me. I feel like I might just be overly tired and my creativeness is like non-existent right now, but we're gonna give this one more try. I'm gonna go for like a different color scheme this time and see if that works better for me. I want to reiterate that the shadows themselves are performing amazing and there's nothing wrong with them. It's just like the looks that I'm creating, I'm not happy with them. I'm gonna start by taking the shade Tipsy Girl and putting this on the inner half of my crease. Now I'm gonna go into the shade Therapy Sesh, which is this bright purple shade, and put this on the outer half of the crease. Now I'm going to do another half cut crease. Now I'm going to take this shade right here, which is called Drama Queen, and pack this onto the lid. I'm bringing the shade Therapy Sesh down onto the lower lash line in this outer corner here. And then for the highlight, I'm actually going to go into the shade I'm In It, which is this one right here. And it looks white in the pan pretty much, but it has like this pink purple shift to it. And I think it's going to complement this eye look so perfectly. Now I'm going to finish this eye look off with mascara and lashes, and I will be right back. Hello?
Hey, are you still filming?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's okay though, because I'm like putting on my lashes now, so like I was watching a video anyway. Yeah, I got the palette right here.
Oh yeah.
What do you want for Valentine's Day?
A hug.
What else?
I just want a hug.
Just a hug.
Just a hug, please.
And then here we have the final colorful look. I'm so happy with how this eye turned out as well. I'm not sure why I was struggling so much before. I don't know what's going on. I guess I had to go back to my pink and purple area, and then I was back in the zone. So overall, I absolutely love how both of the looks turned out. I think the shade Drama Queen on the lid on this eye just like completed the look, and then also the shade I'm In It. I love that on the brow bone and inner corner. I'm actually gonna take that shade on a little highlighter brush, and I'm gonna put this on the cheek because whoa, that is so pretty. This is what JACLYN was wearing in some of her campaign photos, and I just felt like it was so pretty, so I'm just gonna add it to this cheek because I feel like that's just like so pretty. And I put it on pretty intensely. You could definitely like calm it down with a different, like mix it with a regular highlighter, and I feel like it would make things look a little bit, you know, not so out there, but that is so pretty. I love it. So here we have the natural everyday glam eye, and then here we have the super fun colorful eye. You really have so many different options with this palette. You can create tons and tons of different everyday glam looks, and then obviously you have so many fun colors to play with. I feel like the good thing about this palette is even though there are some very drastically different colors, they all kind of go together somehow. So you've got purple and orange. Like I would never normally wear those colors together, but the way the shadows are laid out, it makes it look like they go together. So I love the layout of the palette. I love the colors that are in this palette. I cannot wait to continue using this palette. The quality is top notch. I wouldn't expect anything less. Definitely meets my expectations for JACLYN Hill and Morphe products. I seriously am obsessed with both of the eye looks that I created today, but I would love to know which one you guys like better. Do you like the colorful pink and purple look or the everyday glam? I like can't pick a favorite. I mean, I don't know. I feel like if I absolutely had to pick, I would pick this one just because I love pink and it's my favorite color, and I love colorful eyeshadow. But at the same time, there's something that's just so elegant and beautiful and stunning about a simple, easy glam, and I don't know. They're completely different, but I love them both the same. I definitely recommend the JACLYN Hill Volume 2 palette, and I gotta say, I love it so much more than the original JACLYN Hill palette. When I first got this palette, I was obsessed with it. I used it all the time, and I still go into this palette quite often for a lot of these transition shades. But now when I look at this palette, it seems very simple, very plain, for lack of a better word. It's just not as like crazy and exciting, but this is an everyday palette. This one is my kind of everyday palette, but for the average person, I feel like this is gonna be more wearable. But as you guys can see, even though this palette looks a little crazy and fun and colorful, you can still get an everyday look from it. So I think this palette has something for everybody in it, and I definitely would recommend it, and I think it's worth it. It will be linked down below. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. I love you guys so much. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.